guys, to the 50th episode of Big Beard and Friends. Now, already I am so thankful to have made it this far. And just know that every week I bring this to you. I edit, I chop, whatever they want to say, through the program that I have and I'm blessed to have. And it's a common one, but I'm just saying it's helped me a lot. If you guys are on this new channel right here, Big Beard and Friends on the reel, right there it is on the screen, I'm telling you, that is where the new one's going to happen. Somehow it locked me out. I got a message that popped up at the end of the year. It was the 31st. And I was on it going to go live and I was going to make videos for the New Year's that night. And I get a message telling me that my time has expired, log back in. And I'm like, what's going on? And I go to log in and it's like, it doesn't recognize me. I keep trying. And finally, here it is today. And it's still saying it doesn't match. And I'm like, scratching my head on this one, folks. So it took me a year to get 5,000 views. And, well, almost a year. I was at 4,000 views in 44 weeks. And I had 91 subscribers. And that was just in that 44 weeks. And all this happened. And, but it's going to be so hard. I'm almost crying for what it's worth, inside because it's taken me that long. And now I got to do it all over again. If I did it once, I know I can do it again. But man, that took a long time and it was a journey. It was a long year. And, due to COVID and everything that we had and people had to be quarantined, it helped me. Actually, it dawned on me that, this may be what needs to happen. This may be what I need. I don't know. That's why I only do YouTube content. So far, I'm only keeping it because the more viewers I get, the more I'll put the stuff that I like out there. And don't get me wrong, I like about a lot of what I'm doing. I got a show Friday. Next Friday, we're working on now. I'm working on the 52nd episode. Well, we're planning it now. New intros for this new year by maybe the summertime, maybe. I don't know what's going on. I'm just trying to, I do know what's going on, but I don't know what's going on as far as people making sure they can come and do it, even though we've all talked. So I think, and some I have to talk to. So I think it's going to work. I think this is going to happen. I'm almost certain. I'm going to bring videos no matter what they are. I never told anybody that they'd be this or this. In retrospective, I just said it was political free. It's going to be a show that we're doing. Got the GoPro camera up here, which is awesome camera. I had it for almost 2 years and I was not able to use it because I lost a cord. Ended up getting a cord. It didn't work. One day I just left it plugged in, essentially by accident. And I'm like, I just reached up and held the button on, the pause button on, or power button on, I'm sorry, for, I don't know, just longer than you should. I'm just holding it just because I could. And I set it down and I went over and did something, walked away, and I hear it turn on and I look back and I'm going, oh my goodness. This thing was beyond dead. It was so dead. It wouldn't turn on by a button, but now it turns on great. Everything's good. So, being blessed with that. The other thing that had happened was my mobile Facebook logged me out yesterday. And today is Wednesday. And it's like, wow. Yesterday morning I get up and it says you can't do this. And I'm going, what in the world's going on? Now, are they the same password? Yeah. Did I forget it? Yes, I did. Why did I forget it? I don't know. I never logged out. Guys. I was just always a guy who used YouTube and used Facebook as like search engines, chatting with people, and moved along. And then when I started posting stuff, I'm like, I'm always on here, so I'm not logging out. And it will not tell me my new password. It tells me to check an email. When I go to check that email, it tells me that everything that I know for that email, it does not match. Something's going on. I don't know what's going on. Today on the show, I want to talk about the love that people have for each other. It is there. There's a lot of hatred in the world, but see, you've got to look and learn to look where the good people are, where the good things in life is. It doesn't cost a thing. And I always say this, to be kind. And you guys have heard that. Pardon my nasty hands here. If anybody cares or watching, at least one person always lets me know later. I have built a fire and I played out in my yard this morning. But, it doesn't cost a thing to be kind. It doesn't cost anybody anything. And I think a lot of people, are intimidated. I don't know if that's the correct terminology I need to use, but by someone who is nice. Somebody who gives a kind gesture. Some people are like, they're offended. I don't know. When you're offended by something, that's another thing. When you're offended by something, I don't think that you need to cry about it. I think if you're offended, you should stand up, let it be known. Yes. But to force it on somebody, if you have a different opinion or they have a different opinion, to force that belief, if you do that, I didn't say everybody did. I didn't say that. But if you do have an opinion and you think, oh, well, this is my opinion and mine's better than yours and this one is what it is, that is not true. To be a certain way, thinking that you are better than everybody else and everybody else stinks and sucks and whatever you want to use to fit your narrative, I don't believe in that either. Now, I've said some things and I am known to talk my mind. Absolutely talk my mind. Some of you guys, I want you to leave comments that you actually know situations that we've been in. Don't get too detailed, but write me if you will, so I can put it on the show. I want I just want a number, even if it's a check, even if it's a smiley face or me or whatever, a hand raised down below there. I want to know how many people's been known to say he speaks his mind. But what I'm getting at is I speak my mind, but I'm not going to force it upon you. I love Jesus. I love God. I am a religious man. I'm not going to say that if you say something that I'm so religious, I'm going to go, oh, no. But I might pray for you. My religion teaches me to love you no matter what you do. Now, even if I disagree with what you do, how you live, how you marry, who you date, who you drive a car with, who you hang out with, whatever, I can just name stuff all evening. Even if I disagree with that, I understand that it is not my place to tell you to burn in hell for it. You are no good for it. How can I truly, this is my opinion, some people can argue with this, but how can I truly hate you and judge you for sinning differently than me? You see what I'm saying? I had a guy one time tell me, I don't believe in sin. I think we just do what we don't. It's good or bad, man. Okay. I disagreed with that, but I was like, all right, dude, I can see those things, man. And knowing that I'm like, I disagree with it, but I'm not going to go, I disagree with you because you, yeah, and I can't do those things. Now, one big reason that I can't do those things to people is they were done to me. They have, and they do, and they are done to me. I've had people of many journeys of my life and where I've been throughout and just the little small, I went where I traveled and went abroad for a little bit. Not really like left the country, but a Midwest journey. And when you're on Greyhound, I'll talk about that as I have before. When you're on Greyhound and you have all this time to really think, and you're from the Midwest or starting from the Midwest on Greyhound, and you're going to Atlanta, that's a long way to go with only changing buses twice, essentially staying in the same seat for like 28 hours. And I'll never forget, like 7 hours later, You know, when you're in the, I think it was, ended up being 35 hours, something like that. So I would spend 6 of it on another bus and 30 of it, you know, on the same seat. Essentially, I believe that. And I rode Greyhound one time 8 times in 1 year. Essentially, it was there and back. But I did that twice. There and back, there and back, there and back. You know, and it was like, I've talked about this a lot, and it's just my story. What I did was actually got to grow and got to know myself and got to understand that it's all right to be out there alone, but not give up. I had to be myself. I had to do some things that I was like, man, I wish my mom, my dad, somebody was here to slap me, to jerk a knot in my tail, so to speak, where we're from. And, you know, get me like that, you know. I understand that perspective is everything when it comes to yourself. So, you know, and I also wanted to talk about friendship. And when I talk about friendships, I want to be sure that we cover some things. Like, for instance, did you know that there's 4 types of friendships? That's what they say. You have the acquaintance, you have the friend, close friend, and the best friend. I don't know where you guys fall in that category, or where, you know, each of us see ourselves when it comes to each other, friendships and relationships with each other. Aristotle actually said that there were 3 different kinds of friendship. It's the friendship of utility, the friendship of pleasure, and the friendship of good. And, you know, you start to break that down, stuff like that down. You know, you got a friendship of pleasure, which means somebody you can have fun with, somebody who can give you things, who can do things with you. You got somebody who can help you utilize things in your life, somebody who can, you know, get you along your way, somebody who's there for you. And then you got the friendship of good. You know, this is what he believed. The good is somebody who told you right from wrong, who was there for you, who, you know, was always boosting you up. You know, the good. They're actually, I was reading, and yes, I've done a little research. There are 5 stages in a friendship. They say sometimes there are 4 stages. Is it 5? I think it was 4. But you go through a stranger, you go through the stage of acquaintance, then casually, you know, the casual, and then the intimate. And you know, the intimate, in my opinion, is up there. That's the deep. You know, they say that that's the highest level of friendship, is the deep friendship. You know, someone you'll know for the rest of your life, somebody who will be there for you. You know, I've realized in my life that real friends do give you advice. You know, real friends give you advice, but the ones who matter the most, they're almost mean to you for your own good. And if you don't have any of those friends around, I'm sorry. There's people who I know, I have done some things and been in situations where I absolutely, you know, thought I had no way out, or thought that this wasn't going to be right, or this is what I should do. And, you know, and then I've been depressed, and, well, you know, I'll touch that in a later episode too. Depression's not cool. And these friends have helped me out and told me what I didn't know I needed to hear. And, you know, and that's usually how a lot of it goes, is when things are said and done, you know, you don't realize what we don't want to hear. You know, nobody wants to hear the truth. Nobody wants to be told what to do. You know, now I know I don't. I've been told my whole life that I have a problem with authority. Maybe I do. But friendship, do yourself a favor and get around the people in the friendship and people who will tell you, And how I know that I have a problem with authority. Not only do I think that, but it's been told to me by people who care about me. Real good friends, people who absolutely have been there for me. These guys watching. This whole episode, and is based on Friends, but the whole Big Beard and Friends, at least in my life, is made and based solely around the principles of Friends. I mean, this is our lives that we want to show you how we get along. And it's not just us, it's anybody. You can make, there's all kind of friendships in the world, but you got those ones that last the rest of your life. Like I was saying, the deep ones, the ones that absolutely, you would do anything for. I know a lot of people. I've got a lot of acquaintances, but my circle of friends, my list of friends, I like to tell people, the ones that I know that would be there in an instant, no matter what, would drive across the nation for me, the country for my family and me and myself, and anything I was in. Those list of friends just might fit through the eye of a needle, And these are people I've known 30 years, Just because I've known people that long, because I've known several, doesn't mean that we're tight. But we have a relationship that after that long, you either like me now or you don't. But I'm talking about the deep ones, the friends that you can share. You can do something horrible. You'll tell them first before you tell, your spouse. You can do something absolutely putrid or what. I don't know. I can't think of nothing, but you can go to these people. Those are the kinds of friends that you need to be around, as well as one of my friends brought it to my attention one day that you need to be around the people that take up for you when you're not around. You dig? That got your back when you're not around. When other people are talking smack, they're not going, oh yeah, and then when they see you, they're all happy with you. You don't need those people. I've been told by many people talk behind my back, which, I don't care, but the fact that they have told me was like, that's cool. I've had people tell me things that other people have done and said, and I know some things, but I'll just sit back and watch because, when that time's right and they want to do something stupid, or if they ever jump, hit me, smack me, but I'm just naming any scenario, or put me in a predicament or in a situation where I have to act like a person that I don't want to be, then I'll dig deep and I'll go, oh yeah, well, blah, blah, blah. And we knew it the whole time. So, and you can call that what you want. I'm saying, keep those kind of friends, keep those kind of people that will be there for you. You don't have to be vindictive. You don't have to think mean. You don't have to be negative, but they are people that are out there that you need to surround yourself with. When I tell people that, that's what I mean. Surround yourself with the ones that matter the most. It's Friday. All week I look forward to seeing my buddies, my friends, my dudes, my pals. I look forward to that because that's what we do. Every 7 days, if we can make it, we see each other. And we try. I've had girls go, oh, it's so cute. It's not cute. It's just something that we do. We build each other up. It is so much fun to hang out. And the more you know, the more you grow, and the more I can grow. And speaking of growing, I want you guys to help me with the new YouTube channel I was talking about earlier. Just help me grow, help us get out there, and go tell everybody. Run, tell any and everybody you can. I'm just trying to grow, guys. Well, I'm going to tell you what. I'm going to let this music take us out, but there's 3 things that I say, oh yeah. Love, peace, and chicken grease.
presentations.